If you've ever felt like no one truly gets you, like you're constantly misread, overlooked, or labeled in ways that just don't fit, this might be one of the most important things you'll hear today, because feeling misunderstood isn't a flaw. In many cases, it's actually a sign of a deeper, more complex inner world than most people carry. Psychology tells us that certain personality traits are so nuanced, so layered, that they're almost impossible to read from the outside. And the people who carry them often spend years wondering what's wrong with them when actually, nothing is. Here are 4 hidden traits behind the feeling of being misunderstood, and why each one is quietly a strength. Number 1. You feel things more intensely than you express them. Research in emotional psychology shows that highly sensitive individuals process emotional information more deeply than average. They notice subtleties others miss. They feel the weight of a room, the shift in someone's tone, the meaning behind what's left unsaid. But here's the disconnect, because they're so careful about how they present themselves. People around them often assume they're closed off, or even cold. The truth is the opposite. You're not hard to reach. You're just someone who protects depth until there's trust. That's not a wall. That's wisdom. Number 2. Your need for solitude gets mistaken for distance. Psychology shows that introverted and introspective personalities genuinely restore their energy through time alone. This isn't avoidance. It isn't rejection. It's how their nervous system resets. But to people who recharge through connection, stepping away can look like withdrawal or even disinterest. So you end up labeled as distant when you're actually just refueling so you can show up fully. The need for quiet isn't antisocial. It's self-aware. Number 3. You think in systems, not sound bites. Research in cognitive psychology identifies a pattern called integrative complexity, the ability to hold multiple perspectives at once and see how ideas connect across layers. People with this trait struggle to give simple answers because, to them, almost nothing is simple. When someone asks how you're doing, part of you wants to say fine, but another part is already sorting through 3 interconnected feelings and what caused them. That kind of depth is exhausting to explain, especially when the world rewards quick answers. But that same complexity is what makes you the person people come to when things fall apart, because you actually understand nuance. Number 4. You're loyal in a way that most people don't recognize until it's gone. Studies on attachment and relational psychology suggest that people who feel chronically misunderstood often develop a very selective but profoundly committed style of connection. They don't give their trust easily, but when they do, it's total. The problem is that before that trust is established, this can look like guardedness or aloofness. People may even think you don't care. But what you're actually doing is making sure the connection is real before you pour everything into it. That's not coldness, that's integrity. So here's what I want you to take with you today. Feeling misunderstood is not evidence that something is wrong with you. It's often evidence that you operate at a level of depth that takes time, patience, and the right people to fully appreciate. You're not too much. You're not too little. You're simply someone whose layers take longer to see, and that's not a problem to fix. It's a person worth knowing. If this resonated with you, subscribe. Every week we explore the psychology behind the traits and patterns that make you who you are, because understanding yourself is the beginning of everything.